Hello friends, welcome back, and if you're new to our channel, thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how we can make this beautiful crochet snowflake which can be used for our Christmas decoration. So let us start off. I am using a white yarn and my hook size is 2.5 mm. Let us start off with a magic ring. Now once the magic ring is done, I am going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After that I am going to work a double crochet into the magic ring. Let's pull the tail of the magic ring. So let's make a double crochet into the magic ring. The magic ring is done. I'm going to chain 2 and work another double crochet into the magic ring. Let us chain 2 again and work a double crochet into the magic ring. Let us chain 2 and again work a double crochet into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. Now again let's chain 2 and work our 6th double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now let us chain 2 finally. Tighten our magic ring and then we are going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the base. Let me zoom in. Now into the 3rd chain we are going to slip stitch. Yes. Please be careful. So my slip stitch is done. Now I'm going to jump into the chain 2 space to work my next round. Now let's jump into the chain 2 space and then work a chain of 2. We can do chain of 3 also. After that let us work 3 number of double crochet into the chain 2 space. This is the second one, followed by the third one. So 3 double crochet plus the first chain of 2 makes 4 double crochet. Once that is done, let us chain 2 and hop into the next chain 2 space of the previous round to work 4 number of double crochet. That's the second, followed by the third double crochet and the fourth. Now let us chain 2 again and work 4 double crochet again into the next chain 2 space. So this is the sequence for the second round of the pattern. So 4 double crochet done. Let us chain 2 and hop into the next chain 2 space to work 4 number of double crochet again. That's the third one, followed by the fourth. Now let us chain 2 again and work 4 double crochet into the chain 2 space. That's the first one. This is the second double crochet, followed by the third and the fourth. Now let us chain 2 again and work our final set of 4 double crochet. This is the third one and finally the fourth one is done. Now let us chain 2 and do a slip stitch into the second chain. So this completes our second round. As the first stitch is always tight, it becomes a little difficult to do a slip stitch, so we have to do that carefully. So my second round is complete. This is how it is supposed to look. Now to move on to the third round, what we are going to do is we are going to skip some chain spaces, about 3. This is the first one, because we need to reach the chain 2 space to start our third round. So this is the third stitch that we skip, and now let's hop into the chain 2 space and work a chain of 3. Please watch carefully. Once the chain of 3 is done, I'm going to slip stitch into the chain 2 space. This is going to be a tight one. Now let us chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and let's do a slip stitch again into the same chain 2 space. Once done, let us chain 7. 1 is done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now let's do a slip stitch into the same space. Now let us chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and do a slip stitch into the same space. Now let us chain 3. 1, 2 and 3, and do a slip stitch again into the same chain 2 space, and so it is done. This is how it is supposed to look. Now let us skip the chain spaces again to reach the chain 2 space. This is the second skip. This is the third stitch that we skip. So it is done, and then I'm going to jump into the chain 2 space and again work a chain of 3. Do a slip stitch how we had done earlier. Let us do a slip stitch. After that, let us chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and do a slip stitch again. Now let us chain 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now let's do a slip stitch again into the same chain space. Let us chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and do a slip stitch again into the same chain space. Once done, finally we are going to chain 3 and do a slip stitch again into the same chain space. So this too is done. Now we are going to work the third one. For that we have to skip the chain spaces again in order to reach the chain 2 gap. Now I am going to jump into the chain 2 space which I have zoomed in. It will be easy for you to understand. Now let us chain 3. 1, 2 and 3, and now do a slip stitch into the same space. Now let us chain 5 and do a slip stitch again into the same space. Now let us chain 7. Again do a slip stitch into the same chain space. Sometimes the stitches overlap, but nothing to panic. Now let us chain 5, 3, 4 and 5, and do a slip stitch into the same chain space. Now let us chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and do a slip stitch again into the same space. Yes. So this is how a snowflake is to be worked. I have shown 3 of them. Let's continue working. And here I have reached the end, and now I'm going to show you how it is to be ended finally. We have worked 6 of them. Now we have 4 chain spaces there where I'm going to slip stitch 1, 2, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to make a long chain about 25 or 20, it depends how much long you want your loop to be, and here I'm going to work 25. It's very easy, just working a chain of 25. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, it is up to you. And then I'm going to show you what is to be done next. Actually, this is just that we are forming a loop for our snowflake to be hanged into the Christmas tree, into actually the branches of the Christmas tree. So here, after the chain of 25 is done, into the same space I'm going to slip stitch. After that I chain 1 to secure my work, and then I'm going to snip off the yarn. Now let's remove the yarn. If the yarn is too long, we can cut it a bit shorter, and then we are going to tuck the loose ends with the help of the tapestry needle. See how nice it is looking, and how beautiful it's going to look when we decorate a Christmas tree with our own ornaments, handmade ornaments, that too. As Christmas is approaching, so I thought I should share some Christmas ornaments with you so that it can be used to decorate the Christmas tree. And this is how we tuck the loose ends with the help of the tapestry needle, so that our work looks neat enough. I have actually worked a Christmas tree, some decorative items for the items to be used in the Christmas tree, so do watch those videos too if you haven't watched. Finally, the extra bit of yarns are being trimmed, and this is how it looks. It looks so very cute. Well, I'm finding them very cute. If you all have liked it, to make some for your Christmas decorations. This is how they look. So thank you my friends for staying till the end. If you all have liked the video, do give a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members. If you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing. Stay tuned for interesting videos. So till we meet again, it's bye for today. Bye bye.